Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Friday. Friday. It's Friday already. How are you doing? Whoo, baby. What a week. What a week we are having. I hope that you have had an amazing week. And hey, guess what? We're here. We're here. We're alive. We're well. Taking breaths. That's a win. It's a win. We woke up. Woke up with a win. Why? Because we woke up. And on this Friday, September 26th. What are we going to talk about? Let's talk about not having to do it all ourselves. Yeah. Let's talk about some outsourcing and some automation for decorators because, running an at-home apparel business often feels like you're juggling what flaming chainsaws. Does that make sense? Oh, and probably riding a unicycle on a tightrope over a. Do you want to go sharks or piranhas? Maybe both. You let me know. You let me know which one you're going to go with. Now, if it's your first time here, or if you're a long time listener, watcher, here's what I need from you: who you are, where you're from, what's in your cup, what the weather's like in your area, and your 5 things. What are 5 things that you are going to accomplish today? As much as I try and push retail away, it still keeps coming in because jobs that we have. So we've got 3 stores that we need to get built out today. We've got a swim store, a band store, and a senior cheer store that needs to get done. So those ones are on tap for it. We also have pulling orders like normal, DTF like normal. Um, we also have meetings today, so we'll see how those play out. And let's see, that was all that falls in the meeting. And we've got a lot. We've got a lot going on today. So let me know how your day is going and what you're working with there. Danielle, good morning to you. And Sharon, good morning from Kansas. Kansas is Midwest, right? The other side, Colorado, is not Midwest. It's there. What's up, Chuck? Good morning to you from sunny Central Florida. And I think what do we got here for time or for time? We know what time it is. Um, let's see. What do we got here for weather? Because I think we've got like high 80s rolling around. Let me see what we got here. Daily, we're gonna get up to 84 today. So here in the Midwest, upper Midwest, 84, 85, 86, 87, 85, 84, 83. We don't get back to the 70s till next weekend. And even then, there's still more 80s after that. So wild, wild. Because we're coming to the end of September and then October running through there. It's crazy. Right now, it's like 67. Good morning, Linda from cool 68 Texas on the way to 90. Hot tea in the cup. 5 things: edit photos, 3D print, press shirts, engrave ROTC name tags, and invoice. I got to invoice bad. I've got a list of things I need to invoice, and I need to this afternoon, this evening. I'm gonna do it this evening. That's what I'm gonna do this evening on it. We did get an update on rhinestones. Should have everything in 2 weeks. I've yet to get the update on the production or tracking information or any of that, but they said last night 2 weeks you'll have them. Okay, okay, okay. Let's see. Morning, Chuck from Linda and Barb. Good morning. North Central Minnesota, 48 and sunny. Water in the cup. 5 things: 3D printing, work on website, embroidery job prep, sewing, and cut rhinestone flock. Love it, love it, love it. Hi, Chuck and Linda from Barb. Hey, Keith. Keith in the sunny Space Coast in Florida. They said they'll be down there in a month. We have our neighbors just left for Orlando at 4 o'clock this morning. You said one of these years we're going to have to plan it so we all go down at the same time. And then I said, really? Because I don't like seeing you guys here every day. Why would I want to spend vacation with you? Just giving them hell. But you go down there. How is it? Let us know. Hi, Barb from Linda. Kelly, good morning. Happy Friday, everyone. How are you doing, Kelly? Coffee in the cup. We've got sparkling blue Raz Astro Vibe. I should probably get a sponsorship from Celsius, right? We once had a sponsorship that we were going to work with an energy drink, and it was more electrolyte based, and the taste wasn't good there. And if it doesn't taste good, how am I going to tell you to do it? Beth, good morning to you. Chuck, morning, Linda and Barb. Hi, Beth from Barb. Linda, try running 2 companies yourself. I hear you, Linda, because we had this discussion last night where it was we've got Level Up, we've got Fat Dad, we've got Fat Dad Print Co., And now we have the Rhinestone world, and I have Corey's help and Pilar and Crystal helping on the TRW side. But we're still in that training wheel stages. Like, what do we, what do we buy? Working together, get that. So putting systems in place. My VA is helping with a lot of that. We're going through, hey, this is the stuff I need done. Help me out, because listen, we don't have all the time. We all have 24 hours in the day. My time is more valuable spent elsewhere with other things to get things in place. So that's what we do. And that's what we're talking about today, outsourcing, getting help for it. Kelly's got banking, invoicing, more websites for customers, embroidery, schedule posts. Love it, love it, love it. Lower to printing, Brian, thanks for joining us today. Hi, Brian from Barb. Tracy, water in my cup. Big meeting. Yeah, making money, trying something new to eat, trying new. Look at that. Trisha, way to go. Trying new things, big meetings. Love it, love it. Here is, you know what? I'm going to congratulate now. Congratulations on closing this sale, closing the deal, and getting it done. You want to know why? Because I know you're going to do it. I know you're going to do it today. Chuck's got 79 there, headed to upper 80s. Tim's checking in. Good morning. Tim from Toledo, working on hats now. Job at 10, and then 1, but trying to embroider as much as I can with the Mountain Dew to drink. Tim, multifaceted Tim. He needs to be a wizard. Hi, Tim. Sharon, how's the Wizard 6 coming? Slowly. We're running into some quirks with it, and it's varied on each level of Corel that you're in. So we're slowly. Do I think it's going to happen October 1st? I don't think so. That's the first time I said it out loud. That's kind of sucky, but we're working through them. So what do you say? We get into rocking this, right? Because we're talking about outsourcing. We're talking about automation. We're talking about you, the at-home apparel decorator, or you, the one that has a shop, or you, the one that is sitting back in your office with your feet up because you got everybody doing everything. Guess what? Works for all of us. Like I said, running that at-home apparel decoration business, a lot of times does feel like, juggling those flaming chainsaws, riding a unicycle on a tightrope over a tank of sharks and piranhas with a blindfold on backwards, right? Because between taking orders and making shirts and running your social media and answering your customer questions and having a life and trying to grow, you end up working in your business so much that you don't have time to work on your business. And the hard truth is you do not have to do it all yourself. Outsourcing and automation are tools that can save you time, energy, and most importantly, your sanity. All right. This all happens while you're actually making the business stronger. And so today we've got, 5 ways that decorators can start automating and outsourcing tasks. And these things are designed to free up for what you do best: creating, connecting with customers, and growing your business without burning out, right? So number 1, let's automate repetitive tasks, because every business, I'm having a tough time with business this morning. Every business has tasks that eat up time, but don't require a unique touch. Things like posting on social media, sending invoices, confirming orders can all be automated with the right tools. And by setting up automations, you build a system that runs even when you're busy pressing shirts. Right? Now, automation does not have to be expensive or complicated. Simple tools like scheduling posts with Canva, Meta Business. There's a couple other third-party ones, which sometimes work, not work, depends on your level with it. Using templates for email replies, even setting up those auto responses for FAQs can save hours each week. And over time, those little time savers add up. And what do? They reduce the mental load of constantly remembering everything. So some examples of this, is a decorator used Zapier to automatically send thank you emails when an order came in. It's freeing up the time. It's making the customer feel valued. Another one scheduled, a month of Instagram posts in one afternoon using Meta Business. No more panicking every morning about what to post. I usually set that up. We'll set things up for a month. Here it is. And we can still flow in and out with things depending on what's going on. But then we have stuff at least going. I take the time to schedule that out, so it's good to go with it. So for this action step, what do we got to do? We just got to identify one task, right? One task. And what is that one task? What is that one task that you repeat daily? Is it sending confirmations? Is it answering a same question? Is it scheduling something? What is it? And then just research one of the free tools that can automate it and set it up. That's what you think for that. Right? Number 2, let's outsource what you don't enjoy. Right? Because just because you can do everything doesn't mean you should. Right? If certain tasks drain your energy or take twice as long as they should, you should really consider outsourcing it. Whether it's bookkeeping, website updates, even press work during your busiest, busy is a hard word for me today, busiest season, outsourcing gives you your time back and reduces that frustration. And I understand. I really do, because I fell in this where it can feel scary letting go of control. But outsourcing doesn't mean losing ownership of it. You still set the standards and you still oversee the work. You're just not the one burning the hours on something you dislike. Maybe you even do like it, but you're not spending the hours doing it. In fact, hiring experts and partners to help with this for the parts that you struggle will often mean better results and happier customers. So some examples of this is, Decorator, who they outsourced their bookkeeping to an accountant, right? Because they were doing everything themselves with it. Now they just hand it over. Here's everything that went on for the month. They have it set up. There's no more stressing with it. It's just done. And now there's no worrying about tax season. There's no worrying about, is this in here or that in there? Now you have the time where you can spend designing the new holiday products, right? Yeah. Another one, hired high school kids to just help lead during peak seasons. Hey, you want to come in and do this for a couple hours? It's not glamorous work, but it freed up time for them to focus on custom designs and client communication. For us personally, when we first started outsourcing, it was products that we couldn't do in-house. So we didn't offer them, but we could bring those in and do it. And now, wait a minute, we just opened up a whole new revenue stream. We just got to hit a couple buttons. We don't need to buy 20, 30, 40, 50, $100,000 pieces of equipment to do it. We just hit the button. So it allowed us to bring in extra revenue without taking on that added expense. So for this one, it's pretty easy. Let's just write down one business task that you hate doing. And let's see if we can find someone local or online who can handle it part-time or project-based for you. All right. Here we go. Use print partners strategically. Okay. Outsourcing doesn't always mean hiring employees. Sometimes it just means that you're partnering with other printers or fulfillment services. And, if you don't have the equipment for certain orders, using a partner allows you to say yes without investing thousands in new machinery. Machinery? It's a tough word for me today, too. This helps you grow your revenue while keeping your overhead low. I was just talking about this one, right? The key is finding trustworthy partners who align with your quality standards and turnaround times. And once you build those relationships, you can confidently accept orders outside of your normal wheelhouse. Customers get what they need. You get to expand your offering without burning yourself out. Now, I will tell you, you will get burned. You will have issues because that's just part of it. We went through a lot when we were getting started, finding the right fit for us, because just like not every customer is our customer, not every vendor is our vendor. And so you will just have to go through, ask your friends, ask us, what we use for things. Happy to help you out with that. On this one, we have quite a few people, who are in the apparel decoration side of things, but they want to offer full color prints. Well, they just partnered up with us. So what do? Instead of spending tens, 20s, 50s, $100,000 on equipment, all they got to do is do. We hit it. We print it, we ship them, they have their stuff in 2 days, and they're good to go. They're like, it's perfect. I order the stuff, it comes in, I'm just ready to go. So they are able to build that new reliable revenue stream just by ordering the transfers. I know a lot of people between who are embroidery focused and screen printing focused, where they get together on that. Hey, I'll help you out on your screen printing if you help me out with the embroidery. And it goes back and forth. So it keeps their focus small and tight on what they know and do and are the expert in, while still taking on those other jobs and give those to the people that are the exact like them, only in a different field. So for this, we just need to make a list of services that you don't currently offer that you do want to offer. And let's research how we can find either a local partner or an online partner this week, then ask about some rates. We do a lot of that. Just saying, we do a lot of that. So before we get into 4 and 5, questions, comments, concerns, let me know. We'll check in here. Yeah, Tim, and yours are completely different. At least ours are in the same realm. Yours are completely different. Tim said, I did bite the bullet and got a 3D scanner for 3D printing because why not add to my learning? Tim, I absolutely love you. I absolutely love you because you're always buying something you shouldn't be buying. I live vicariously through you. I appreciate you doing that because I'm like, ooh, I really want that. Wait, Tim will probably end up with it. Let's see how Tim likes it. So thank you for doing that for all of us, Tim. And Barb says, I have one business with multiple facets. A lot of us do, right? Tim, which one do you have? You'll have to tell us about it in the mentor call today. That's right. Kevin, good morning to you. Barb, I got the Creality CR Scan Ferret Pro. That sounds fancy. And Barb said, Tim, that looks like a good one. Once you start using this, let us know how you like it. Absolutely, Barb, right? Let Tim guinea pig that to tell us. As you can tell, I still don't have any 3D printers or anything with it, but I love seeing the stuff they make. And soon I will have to bite the bullet and just get one just for content creation, right? Okay. Number 4, let's automate customer communication, right? Customers want updates, but constantly replying to, is my order ready? Eats up so much of your time. Automating communications keeps customers informed without pulling you away from production. Tools like, order tracking emails, FAQ pages, and autoresponders give people answers instantly. You can even pre-write messages for common scenarios, like when blanks are out of stock or when production is running behind. Customers feel reassured because they're kept in the loop, and you reduce the stress of feeling like you're always on a call. So some examples of this is, setting up automatic emails that go out when an order is moved from processing to shipped. Customers love updates, and they stop getting those constant question emails. Another one, create a pin post on a Facebook page covering turnaround times, pickup hours and rush fees. Cuts down on the inbox by half. All right. So for this, let's just write a standard message for our most common customer question. Save it as a template or set it as an automated response. And now, number 5, let's start small and scale up, because you do not have to overhaul your entire business overnight. The best way to embrace outsourcing and automation is you just start small, and then you'll build from there. So you'll pick one area to improve, test it, and once it's working smoothly, you add another. Over time, these small shifts add up to massive relief. Now, starting small also helps you overcome the fear of letting go. When you see that the world is not going to end because someone else weeded vinyl or because an app sent your invoice, it's going to build confidence. And before long, in time, you'll find that your business runs smoother with you free to focus on what matters most. So some examples of this is, a decorator began by outsourcing just her bookkeeping. That went smoothly. So then added automation for customer emails, and then partnered up with a screen printer for bulk orders. Each step along the way, what did it do? Reduced your stress. Another maker tested Canva's post scheduler with one platform, After seeing the results, expanded it to all of our channels, and it was freeing up hours a week. So for this, we just need to choose one outsourcing automation idea from today, right here. One of these, we gave you 5. To commit to trying it. That's it. Okay. So to recap, what are these, right? Running your business doesn't mean that you're running yourself into the ground. 5 time-saving ways, 5 time-saving ways, 5 ways to save time, energy, and sanity, right? So we can automate your repetitive tasks. We can outsource what you don't enjoy. We can use partners strategically. We can automate customer communication. And we start small and scale up. So remember, you do not have to do it all, okay? By leaning on tools, partners, and systems, you are going to give yourself the freedom to grow a business that works for you and not against you. And that's what we have for you on this fine Friday. What are we talking about Monday? Monday, we're talking about overwhelmed, right? We're going to talk about order overwhelm, and how we can avoid the pitfalls of falling behind when business piles up. Because we know that there are moments that every business, when orders start coming in faster than you can handle, and you start freaking out, right? So that's what we're going to talk about on Monday. Questions, comments, concerns. This weekend, you should see some videos popping up. We did get our Caesar shipment in, so we got some glow in there. That's what we're going to talk about on Tuesday with Todd, is some glow. So I'm going to go back and find some of our designs that we can do with that. Got to grab the UV light so I can make sure that's charged and we can show those things off. We're getting closer to getting other things done to production. It's, like I said, to have at least a basic studio, probably a few more weeks out, but we'll do that. I told you stones within 2 weeks. We're crossing our fingers. Within 2 weeks, we'll have those. And there was one other there wasn't a major thing in there, but I think that was it. That's what we're working on for. Oh, look for stones, look for pictures, look for all of that. Most importantly, look out for yourself, right? Have a great weekend. You are important. You deserve some time off. Get out there and enjoy it if you're able to in your area. Otherwise, you guys have an amazing day. And until next time, peace, love, press on. We will see you then. No, we won't. I got to hit the button. Where's my automation for that? Where's my automation just when I hit it? It's because there's 2 buttons I got to hit. So, all right. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next time.